It is fourth line against fourth line. Foxa, Torpchenko, Walker against Stenlund, Kerfoot, and Bukestad. And away we go with the first period. Here's Parayko. Funnels it low. And now Neighbors looks in front. Finds Fowler. Shoots it. And a blocker saved by Vejmelka. Now Bolduc, bothered by the former Blue Bortuzzo. Blues get it. Sundqvist fires it right on. And a stop by Vejmelka. And a good stick there by the Blues to break it up. Now Schmaltz gets it. In the deep slot. Long wrist shot blocked by Parayko. Shoveled ahead, Snuggerud. He's got a breakaway. Looking for his first goal. Rebound. They score! Shen from Snuggerud. How's that?
Catches a loose change and puts it behind the goalie, but Jimmy Snuggerud right here. Up the ice we go. Bad pinch by the defenseman. Looking for his first NHL goal. Looking 5-hole. Vejmelka makes the save, but Braden Shen, Johnny on the spot right here. Blues up 1-0. A little bit of a situation here where Jimmy Snuggerud probably should have put it down low.
Now Joseph a shot. That's off the outside of the goal. Comes around Sundqvist. Here comes Schmaltz down the wall. Chopped that by Falk. Kept in Sergachev on goal, and a bouncer into the pads of Jordan Binnington. Parayko gets it far corner, Jersey there, and that's given away. Fowler at the line now for Thomas. To Buchnevich, to Neighbors in front. Neighbors, they score! Buchnevich! What a play! And it's 2-0 St. Louis!
Well, right there's just a great example of hard work in the offensive zone. Watch this here. Fowler, no panic, back down to Thomas. Buchnevich and Neighbors, and then Neighbors fires it over, and Pavel Buchnevich fired up right there as he fires that into a wide open net. He's pumped up right there. Blues up 2-0.
Falk steers it around now for Snuggerud. And he walks it in. Snuggerud drops it. Shen in front of Falk to Cairo. Rebound just wide of the open net. Falk was there, and how did that miss? And Utah back to center. Kerfoot to Bukestad, shoots it. And a routine save there by Binnington. The Blues would go over Minnesota into the first wild card, and they would play Vegas. Here comes Krause in. And that wrist shot well wide. Then McBain back on goal. And then Buchnevich. Snuggerud finds a deep slot. Defers to Buchnevich. Now Fowler comes in. Here's Thomas in front. Buchnevich. Back door. Snuggerud there. And he scores! Snuggerud! A power play goal. 3-0.
By the Blues on the power play here. And it goes from low to high. Jimmy Snuggerud, good patience right there. And then he goes right to the net front. And watch these passes. Straight through. And then the shot there. And then buries the rebound. Earning that first NHL goal. Zach Bolduc thrilled for him as well. But you see that. That's a playoff style goal too. Down in that blue paint.
Chris Rooney with the call. Check that, Mr. Dwyer.
Upon further video review, it's determined the call on the ice stands. We have a goal.
It is a goal. Parayko, center. Thomas hooks it back. Fowler gets it, shoots it right on. And a stop by Vejmelka. And now Bortuzzo comes in, shoots it off the blocker of Jordan Binnington. Another shot, tipped just wide. And now Suter around back. He defers to Thomas. In front, Buchnevich. Tip and stopped by Vejmelka on that tip attempt by Shen.
Right-handed shots out here. And it's on the right-handed side. It's tough to load up the one-timers. So Robert Thomas finding the weak side there. And we get a little bit of a change here. Got Snuggerud, Bolduc, and Fowler out there. So going back to the original Thomas power play unit here.
Thomas against Stenlund. Thomas wins it. Tip to the line now for Fowler on this 5-on-3 power play. And Robert Thomas He drifts in. Thomas waits, shoots it, stopped by Vejmelka. And now Thomas again. Seam pass for Bolduc, picked off and cleared down the ice. And Cooley is back.
Yeah, Zach Bolduc was locked and loaded there. Just a good stick defensively to break it up at the last second.
Those 2 shots on the 5-on-3. Under a minute to go in the first. Snuggerud, far side, tipped to Robert Thomas. Now Thomas back for Fowler. Thomas to Bolduc, shoots, he scores! Bolduc, a power play goal, his 19th, and it's 4-0 St. Louis.
Nice little zone entry, no panic at all, and then watch Bolduc finds his way from in front of the net right there. He doesn't even need a lot of room, John. Barely has any room to get that puck, but he gets it in that little wrist shot that he's working on all the time after practice.
Bolduc now 1 shy of 20 goals. The last Blues rookie to hit 20, Berglund, had 21 back in 08-09. It could happen tonight. So underway here in period 2. Ryan Suter around, tipped ahead, Sundqvist finds Bolduc. Here he comes, in on goal, and a save, gets his own rebound after the stop by Vejmelka. And he allowed 4 goals on 11 shots and then was pulled. Blues get it, Neighbors in front. Now for Fowler, a shot, and a stop by Vejmelka. Thomas gets in with Bolduc. Back to Thomas, in front, Buchnevich, a shot, not much on it, covered by the Czech-born Vejmelka. And we get a whistle. Now this from Great Southern Bank. He had 5 blocks on Saturday in his first game back. Utah to the power play. Their power play is just on fire. 11 for their last 22. And they win the faceoff back to Sergachev. Keller shoots and scores. That did not take long, and Keller has cut the lead to 4-1.
Power play. You see Clayton Keller right here. And then he becomes available because of the faceoff that's won here. Good little battle by Utah. Sergachev takes middle ice. And he just gets Pavel Buchnevich to pause just for a second. Then Keller rips that one up over the shoulder on Jordan Binnington. Not much the netminder could do there, but what
And now Keller gets the pass. Keller again in the circle. He looks around. And a shot. Binnington is there and makes the save on Schmaltz and covers the rebound.
Watch here as Keller baits the blue, pulls, and then right there Schmaltz becomes available. Jordan Binnington makes 1 and 2 saves. That first one was a real challenge. He had to squeeze the arm there.
Utah went trailing 4-22-5. Teams at full strength underway in the third. Utah wins it, Krause sends it in. And then at the line, Mata does a good job to keep it in. And look out here, Cooley with it. In front, saved by Binnington on Cooley. Huge save there.
And then Logan Cooley, Jimmy Snuggerud's former line mate at Minnesota, comes in, drives that net front.
And now for Cairo ahead to Sundqvist. And a pass back. And the Blues have to hustle to get it. And Jake Neighbors gets by Cole to Sundqvist. To Shan right in. A shot. They score! Cairo! What passing! Another power play goal. It's 5-1.
Pick it up here. Right here. He out battles Kerfoot. And then they get crossed up here. And then right here. What a play by Brayden Schenn. The poise on that one there. Instinct would be to shoot it. No, he goes far side. And Jordan Kyrou just buries it. 5-1 Blues here.
Now Jimmy Snuggerud for Fowler. What about shooting? Snuggerud again. Nice pass. Fox off the bench. And he drifts below the goal line. Now plays it back for Fowler. To Twerchenko. Shoots it. Rebound. They score! Kyrou is second tonight. And that will be the icing on the cake.
Bottom left-hand side of your screen, comes in, gets ready, and then fires a shot, and then Jordan Kyrou gets the rebound right there. It's so important on line changes that when you get off the bench, you get on the ice with a purpose. And Alexei Twerchenko there fires that shot, gets the assist.
And they count it down. The St. Louis Blues are back in the Stanley Cup playoffs.